Hi everyone, welcome to Mihitha Academy. As part of this episode, let us understand how can we solve a pair of equation using an elimination method. So in the previous episode, we have understood how can we solve a pair of equation using a substitution method. Now in this episode, let us understand how can we solve the pair of equation using an elimination method. Before starting, we will also go through the overview and then take up 2 to 3 examples so that you will have complete clarity on the steps to be followed. Come on guys, let us start today's session. Let us understand the overview about how can we solve a pair of equation using an elimination method. As the name indicate, we are going to eliminate one of the coefficients of a variable. So let us see the steps. This method is also called as equalizing the coefficients. Okay, this method is also called as equalizing the coefficients. Equalize the coefficients, equalize the value of one of the coefficients x or y by multiplying the equation by a suitable common multiples. Meaning what we will be doing, if there are two equations given, we will be multiplying both the equation by a suitable common multiple so that we will make one of the coefficients value equal. Okay, once it is equal, either we can add, this variable is then eliminated by adding or subtracting the two equations. Okay, when a particular coefficient of a variable, for example x or y, are same, then either you can eliminate that by either doing addition or subtraction based on the sign. Correct? Let us understand those steps with an example. If you have not understood the steps, pause the video at this moment and go through the sentences. Don't worry about how it is handled because we are going to see that in a moment. Let us move on. Solve a pair of equation using an elimination method. Okay, we have two equations given in front of us. 5x plus 3y is equal to 7 and 3x minus 2y is equal to 8. Okay, let us take the same. So here we have two equations given by SAP. We have to solve this using an elimination method. The first equation is 5x plus 3y is equal to 7. The second equation is 3x minus 2y is equal to 8. We will call this equation as second equation. Okay. Now the purpose is to make the coefficient of one of these variables y or x we have, right? Let us try to make the coefficients in both the equations of y as same. So for that, the easy way is what? If this is 3y and this is 2y, right? Let us multiply equation 1 by 2, which is the coefficient of y in the second equation. Let us multiply first equation with 2. Okay, so which is like equation 1 will multiply it by 2 and equation 2 we will multiply by 3. Okay, so 5x plus 3y, if you multiply this by 2 is equal to 7, correct? So 10x plus 6y is equal to 14, correct? Here also we will be multiplying by 2. This is our new equation. Maybe you can call this as equation 3. And similarly, we will have to multiply the second equation by what? 3, correct? So now 3 into 3x minus 2y is equal to 8 into 3. Again 9x minus 6y is equal to 24. We'll call this equation as 4. Now if you see the equation 3 and 4, 6y is there, minus 6y is there. So if we add these 3 and 4, what will happen? These two will get cancelled. Let us add 3 and 4. Add equation 3 and equation 4. By adding equation 3 and 4, what we will get? 10x plus 9x is equal to 19x, correct? We are adding 10x plus 9x because the same sign is same, whereas here plus 6y, here minus 6y, it will become 0. Now 14 plus 24 is equal to 38. Okay, now x is equal to 38 divided by 19. What it will become? It will become x is equal to 2. Okay, we have identified the value of x, which is 2. Now we can substitute the value of x in equation 1 or 2. We have an equation 1 or 2, we can substitute the value of x. Okay guys, so we know x is equal to 2. Now what we can do over here, we can take any equation. Let us take example which is first equation, 3y is equal to 7 from equation 1, correct. So now we know x is equal to 2. 5 into 2 plus 3y is equal to 7. So 10 plus 3y is equal to 7. 3y is equal to 7 minus 10, because 10 we are moving to right hand side. So now y is equal to 3y is equal to minus 3, and y is equal to minus 3 divided by 3, which would be y is equal to minus 1. We also found out x is equal to 2. This is how, using an elimination method, you are going to calculate the value of x and y. Hopefully you have understood this particular example. Let us move on to another example which will where we will understand the same concept very well. Okay, let us move on and understand what is the next example. The next example is solve a pair of, next example is, in a farm there are some cows and hens. Okay, you see it is given in a text form. The formula is not given or the equations are not given. We have to prepare the equation. So we have cows and we have hens. Okay, so cows we can call it as x, hens we can call it as y. Okay, if the total number of eggs is 35, they are giving total number of eggs is 35 and total number of legs are 98. How many number of cows, which is x, and how many number of hens, which is y. We have to calculate the value of x is equal to how much and y is equal to how much. Now from this example we have to come up with our own formula or equations. Okay, that is really important. So now let us go back and take the same example. Okay, in a farm there are some cows and eggs. Cows we call it as x, hens we call it as y. If the total number of egg is 35, so we all know every animal will have only one egg. So now what we can, from this what we can formulate, x plus y, total number of cows, plus y means what, total number of hens, is equal to 35, because if we don't do the head count, total number is 35. Okay, total number of animals including both cows and hens. This we call it as equation 1. Okay, and let us take another statement. The total number of leg is 98. So we all know from this statement, x means cow, right? Cow will always have 4 legs, correct? 4x plus hens will have 2 legs always. 2y is equal to 98. We call this as equation 2. You see how to come up with the equations, though they are not given an equation. How many number of cows and hen are there? We will have to find out x is equal to how much and y is equal to how much. We already got equation 1 and 2. Now using a method of elimination, we will have to make one of the coefficient has same value in the both the equations, so that either we can add these two equations or subtract these two equations, so that it is very easy for anybody to eliminate that. So now what we can do, if you see, I can divide the equation 2 by 2. Okay, divide equation 2 by 2. If I divide equation 2 by 2, this would be 2x plus 1y is equal to 98 divided by 2. You can call it as 49, correct? So this we call it as equation 3 now. Okay, so now adding equation, subtracting equation 1 minus 3, we can go with that, or else 3 minus 1, anything is fine. So equation 1 minus equation 3. So let us subtract this with this. X plus y minus 2x plus y is equal to 35 minus 49. Correct, guys? So now x plus y minus 2x minus y is equal to 14, which is minus 14 because 49 is greater than this. Now if you add these two, minus x, y get cancelled, minus x is equal to minus 14. So x value we derived, the value is 14. X is nothing but what? Cows. So total number of cows is equal to 14. Okay, guys. Now we identify the value of x. Let us identify the value of y. So you see over here, there is a simple from equation 1. Equation 1, x plus y is equal to 35, and we already know x value is equal to 14 plus y is equal to 35. Y is equal to 35 minus 14, and y is equal to 21. Got it, guys? So total number of hens is equal to 21, and total number of cows is equal to 14. So this is how you will be solving an example or a given with a statement is given using an elimination method. Hope this particular example is very clear to you. Let us see one more last example. Solve a pair of equation using an elimination method. Very simple. 11x minus 6y is equal to 28, and 2x minus 3y is equal to 1. So let us go back to our word. So 11x minus 6y, we can call this particular equation as equation 1. The second equation, 2x plus 3y is equal to 1, as 2. So now we have to make one of the coefficient as same. So let us try to cancel or eliminate y. So what we can do, we can multiply equation 2 by 2. So if I multiply this equation by 2, this will become what? 6y. Okay. So now 4x, this one I am multiplying this 2, 4x plus 2 3s are 6y is equal to 2. So now I call this as 3. So what I will do, equation, adding equation 1 and equation 3. I'm adding equation 1 and 3. So 11x minus 6y plus 4x. This I got from equation 1, and this I am writing from equation 2. 4x plus 6y is equal to 28 plus 2. So now 11x plus 4x is equal to 15x. Y will get cancelled, 6y minus 6y plus 6y, 28 plus 2, 30. So x is equal to 30 divided by 2, 30 divided by 15, which should be 2. The value of x is equal to 2. We identify the value of x. Now let us take one of these example, either 2 or 1. Let us take from equation 2, 2x plus 3y is equal to 1. So now we know x is equal to 2. 2 into 2 plus 3y is equal to 1. So 4 plus 3y is equal to 1. 3y is equal to 1 minus 4, because we are moving 4 to the right hand side, and 3y is equal to minus 3, and y is equal to minus 1. So the value of x is equal to 2 and value of y is equal to 1. We have found out the value of these two variables using an elimination method. Hopefully, as part of this video, you guys have understood how can we solve a pair of equation using an elimination method, and I hope you guys are having fun in understanding this concept and listening to this lecturer. If you like this video, please do subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also, make sure that you share the information about this video to your friends or even classmates so that they will also get benefited. If you are a parent and watching this video, please go through the video and explain the same concept to your kids so that they will be having complete clarity on the topic so that they can secure more marks during their exams. And if you are looking for any video on any specific topic, feel free to message me in the comment section so that I will go through the same and work on that video. Thank you so much guys and have a good one. See you in the next one. Bye bye. Hope you like this video. To support us and our effort, you can scan this QR code and make a donation. Thank you.